Patrick says, how much effect do you think Jomboy will have on getting Americans to watch a Major League Cricket who otherwise wouldn't? I mean, it's a fascinating thing. I don't know how many followers Jomboy has through his social media platforms, but for those who don't, those of you who don't know, Jomboy is a baseball YouTuber who got, very, very famous for covering some interesting events, and then has just built on that. People think I have a crazy work ethic. Jomboy seems to work about twice the amount of hours a day that I do. Creates incredible content. And I don't know how, maybe it was during lockdown, he got into cricket. I should get him on a podcast one time. He's commented on these, he's even come to some of my shows to comment at times as well. So he's really getting into cricket. He produced a really good video on the India-Pakistan game. And he's done some really, really interesting stuff, and I think he's worked with Major League Cricket a little bit, done some things with them, and I think they are going to use him going ahead. I don't know how much cut through his stuff has, but I would say this: that I think in general, I've never had more people who support my work that are Americans from non-traditional cricket backgrounds. So, dinky die Americans. So, there's always been guys like Peter Della Penna. I met some great guys when I was in Minnesota and New York a couple of years ago that were certainly, hardcore cricket fans without any background in the sport. But it does feel to me that it is changing very, very quickly. And Jomboy and Major League Cricket would be, from my perspective, a very good gateway. I've been told, from maybe because I grew up watching, basketball and following American sports, that a lot of my coverage is a lot more American style than probably traditional cricket coverage is. So again, I'm probably a part of that as well. But I think the more options, but realistically, it's going to be, SB Nation, Locked On Network, The Ringer, New York Times, The Athletic, whoever else. It little by little, those sorts of things are going to have to happen. I think Jomboy's a really important part of it, but obviously, he's aiming at one particular market. You kind of want the whole thing to come from it. But it's great that we have that. It's not existed before. People like Wright Thompson and Pablo Torre, following cricket is really, really cool. I think we'll see. Sam Facini is another one, the basketball writer. There are people coming to cricket slowly, and it's not just in America either. You're seeing it more and more from people who are non-traditional people coming to cricket from other countries than we've ever seen before. And that's just the internet and you being able to find your niche weird shit, which is me.